Hey, good people. So I'm gonna be reacting to a crazy situation that I saw happening there by the AFCON final. First of all, must say congratulations to Senegal for having won the tournament. I believe they truly deserved to win the tournament in terms of the football quality they brought out on the pitch. Yes, Morocco played good football, but Senegal was just on another level when it comes the ability to produce what the match demanded of them, right? So let's get that out of the way, right? Because I know most of you are not here to analyze how the game went and you know discuss formations, tactics, and where things went wrong, where teams could have improved and whatsoever. I know most of you are here for the juicy parts, You're here for my thoughts, whether or not I thought the the match officiating was on point, whether or not I thought that was a penalty, was it not a penalty, whether or not I thought should have that been a foul, should have that not been a foul. I know your thoughts around whether or not that was a goal or whether that was not a goal. Anyways, were the Senegalese players wrong for leaving the match? Were they right for not um, wanting to give in to the refereeing bad decisions or good decisions or whatever the case may be? I'm here to say everybody's opinion is valid at this point. Everybody's opinion is valid, but not everybody's opinion is the truth. And FIFA FIFA said CAF should make an investigation into this entire situation, and CAF found that the Senegalese coach was wrong. They found that the officiators were wrong. They've been punished respectively, right? So we got that off the window right from the get-go. Okay. Now let me discuss where both these peoples actually got this whole thing wrong and how can we improve so that none of this happens going forward, right? So in the decisions they make, both of that penalty as well as calling off that goal. First of all, that was not penalty. Okay. No. Let me start off with the called off goal before I go into the penalty, right? Because the penalty was caused in part because of what happened there, right? Now, looking at the disallowed goal, right? When you look at the positioning of the Senegalese players, all of them were in the box, right? All of them were onside because Moroccan players were in front of them. No one was obstructing the keeper, so it would have been an offside. And secondly, the positioning of Ashraf Hakimi in that set piece as well as the reactions of the Senegalese player towards that Hashkam Hakimi attack was not at all a cause for concern. It was not at all a crisis that could have resulted in a penalty kick in any given game whatsoever, or even a foul outside the penalty area, right? Because every single scenario that happens in a penalty area, we know that that leads to a penalty. Now, was that shove a good enough shove to give? Good enough shove to give to a penalty? You can see that both these runners are in motion. You can see that the friction that caused Ashraf Hakimi to fall was not necessarily out of malice intent, but it was because both of them were in motion. So as they were traveling in motion and yeah, slightly uh more forth in terms of distance compared to the earlier, right? Is his hands, right? He didn't forcefully push him down. He was stretching his hands, trying to reach out for the ball, right? He did that. Ashraf Kimi fell, then it's a foul, penalty, right? Never mind all of that. Now, let us go to a the second incident, right? The incidents I was talking about, le, le, the Panenka situation, right? The first incident, I made a mistake. I kept on saying penalty, 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 right? There was no penalty there because the obstruction was Senegal's, right? And Senegal were the ones that scored a goal in the other side, right? So it could not have been a penalty because the person that was being obstructed was a defender. It is only a penalty when an attacker gets obstructed, right? I'm assuming most of you already know these rules because you all follow football perhaps even more than I do. So, yeah. Anyways, that was not a foul. That should not have been disallowed. That goal over there should have not been disallowed. In my eyes, that should have been a goal, right? Let us look at the penalty situations on the other side. I think that was a penalty. It might have been a soft penalty, yes, but nonetheless, it is still a penalty. Now, how the player kicked the ball on the other hand was uncalled for, right? I know maybe in his head he was thinking, if I score this, I will be a legend. Everybody will say how great I am, how brave I was for attempting a Panenka at such a serious moment. But here's the problem with such tricks and such what you call showboating in such serious games. Right, these games are not games where you're supposed to be showboating, supposed to be doing tricks you have never tried out in training and all that stuff. These games are the sort of games where you do the tried and tested. These are serious games. These are games of consequences, right? You are representing your country, you are representing your people's pride. All you needed to do there was hit the ball left or right. Just hit the ball left or right. Pick a side and stick to it, right? If you hit the ball hard enough, even if the goalkeeper goes that same direction, grab it, right? That's all you needed to do. Keep things simple, keep things straightforward, kick the ball. What does he do? He attempts a Panenka. Now, the problem with the Panenka is, yo, Panenka is a mind game, right? Panenka has everything to do with playing mind games and psyching up the goalkeeper, making sure that he thinks you are gonna kick it either to the left or to the right. Then you kick it straight. That is what the Panenka is. And Diaz did not do justice to the Panenka, right? I hear people keep on saying he missed because he did the Panenka. He did not do justice to the Panenka. If he did shoot the Panenka the way I said it is supposed to be taken, chances are he would have scored that goal. He would have been a national. Everybody would have been screaming across the streets, yelling his name all over the places, right? But instead, what happened. I'm sorry. You are still a good footballer. You still have a bright future ahead of you. I think you're gonna do great things for Morocco. But next time, if you get an opportunity like that, do one of two things, right? Repeat the Panenka, but play mind games with the keeper. Or just choose a side. Choose to hit it left, choose to hit it right. Hit it low and hard. Aim for the corners. Left corner, right corner. You are gonna score that goal. By the way, I think you are a fantastic footballer. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's all I have for this video. That's all I have for this video. I'm not gonna comment too much on what the fans did and all of those things. I feel like they're irrelevant to the overall mood of the game because the game was still good regardless. It is just that those officiating mistakes that happened here and there, and as well as, I don't know, maybe the penalty miss, but I don't really think it is that big of a deal because the game was still interesting regardless. Yeah, that's my opinion. That's my honest opinion. But yeah, the refereeing needs to improve, guys. We cannot have this at major tournaments. We having this at major tournaments. Whoever is in charge of um, training referees really needs to improve. CAF, I think you have been doing a great job thus far. The past 4 years of Dr. Patrice Motsepe's rule at CAF have been amazing. The tournaments have been improving. The TV viewership have been improving. He's landing deals left, right, and center. And to have taken the tournament to such heights, and all of a sudden, such things end up happening in the tournament is sad. It is very sad. But this is a problem that can still be. I believe that the next CAF president will have it in his heart to fix this problem. So, good luck. Thank you very much. Ciao. Hi, this is Mpilo. If you like this video, please click on the subscribe button below. Click the notification bell so that you can be informed whenever I release the video. Don't forget to share and like, comment below. Your engagement can help me grow this channel faster than I ever thought. Thanks for watching. Bye.